Hello, good evening, everyone. So, as all of you know, we have completed the first week of our MA Economics entrance coaching for the coming year. All of you are well aware that the first two lectures were also posted on our YouTube channel where you can go ahead and have a look at it. This session is to go ahead and tell you about where and how you can go ahead and you can look at your weekly test. So you would be well aware that every week after we have our classes, we do conduct weekly tests, right? And these weekly tests that we conduct, these weekly tests are on Saturdays and on Sundays, right, beta? And these weekly tests that we conduct on Saturdays and Sundays are based on topics that we have covered throughout the week, plus the intermediate videos that you're supposed to go ahead and cover. So if you remember for this week, for example, in microeconomics, beta, we covered axioms of rationality. We covered Marshallian and Hicksian demand. And you were asked to go ahead and study the video that I had shared with you on budget line and beta utility preferences, chapter 2 and 3, right? These from the intermediate videos, you had to cover this. So beta, based on this is just the starting. Based on this, you are given the first test, first weekly test, which is on these topics. You may not see all the topics. Slowly, every year, every week, the test will keep getting complicated. That was the first test. Similarly, if you talk about maths, then sir had covered with you the topic of logic. And based on it, on Sunday, that is today, you had your weekly test. Right, beta? So on Saturday, every week, you have your microeconomics test. And on Sunday, every week, you have your maths test. Then later, when we shift to macro and statistics, you will have Saturday macroeconomics and Sunday statistics test, right? That is how we go about it. So beta, so how should you go ahead and be doing this? As I told you, you have to be very, very thorough. You have to do the assignment on the day that they are given. You have to go ahead and you have to do the test wherever, whenever they are given, so as to not lag later on, right? So if you go ahead and you look at your tests for this week, let us quickly see what assignment and test we had for this week. So this is the first lecture that we covered. The lecture was a 90-minute lecture. We covered it on axioms of rationality. And followed by it, beta, I had given you your first assignment. And this was the first assignment that you could have seen on your portal. It also had some past year questions, and followed by it, it also had some other kind of questions, right, on the axioms of rationality. On very similar note, beta, you were also given solutions to the assignments based on lecture 1 that we did. Then we did the second lecture with you. There was some recorded past year questions also that you were asked to look at. And then post that, I did the second lecture with you, which was on convexity, convex set, quasi-concavity, quasi-convexity, Marshallian demand of Cobb-Douglas function, and post which, beta, you were given your assignment number 2. This assignment 2, beta, had video solutions to it. And as you can see, all these video solutions were gone ahead and posted here. So you can see question 1 video solution, 1A, 1B, 1C. All of these were provided to you in terms of the video solutions. But post this, you had your lecture 3, in which we discussed Marshallian and Hicksian in detail. And then I had gone ahead and given you another assignment based on the week. So if you go ahead and you look below, here is test 1 that you had to go ahead and do. And if you look at this test, this is, I should not be showing you answers. This is your, I mean, I'm in my developer mode, so you will see the answers. But these are the answers. This is the question and these are the answers. And if you can clearly see, this is a question which is on budget line, right? And and it talks about income per day. Chalo, let us go ahead and try to solve one such question. It will be interesting to see the question, right? So let me just reshare my screen and let us try to see what this question says. Okay. So okay, so here is the question. Let me read it for you. It says, if she spends, there is this individual who spends all her income on lemon and tangerines. Lemon and tangerines. Isabella can afford 30 lemons and 8 tangerines. Right? So beta, let the price of lemon be PL and price of tangerine be PT. So 30 lemons, quantity purchased into the price is the revenue, is the expenditure. Quantity purchased into the price is the expenditure. This is her income. She could also use her entire budget to purchase 6 lemons and 14 tangerines. So quantity of lemon into price of lemon plus quantity of tangerine into price of tangerine. This was the income, right? Now this says that this is your 2 equations that have been formulated, right? Now it says better that the price of lemon is 6. So it is given to me that PL is 6. So if can I rewrite this equation now? Yes, I can. How can I rewrite it better? 30 into 6, 180 plus 8 PT is M. And 6 into 6, this is 6 now. So 6 into 6, 36 plus 14 PT is also M. Dono side hi income hai. So because the right hand side is equal, you can equate the left hand side. So 180 plus 8 PT will be 36 plus 14 PT. So beta, what will be PT? 180 minus 36 upon 14 minus 8. This will be the value of your price of tangerine. I hope this is making sense. Now the question is asking, so let's just calculate this. So 180 minus 36, this is going to be 144. And this is 14 minus 8, which is very clear to be 6. And then 144 divided by 6 is simply 24. So price of tea is 24. So beta, it is asking you what will be the income. So put it in any one. So M will be 36 plus 14 into 24. So 14 into 24, this is 336 plus 36, this is 372. So beta, aise na, it builds your mind when you practice such questions. So we have understood that the income will be 372. I hope this is making sense to you. So this is just one question, and you have to go ahead and you have to attempt this entire paper. It also has some past year questions. It has some questions from different universities. You have some, you have about how many questions were given to you? I think so 25 questions were given to you, and you have to go ahead and attempt these questions, right? So this was the test. That was the first test given in microeconomics. And then similarly, you had this maths paper, maths lectures. All these are intermediate lectures, beta, intermediate lecture assignments. So to begin with, in maths, we started with lecture 1, which is logic. And, sir had taken the first lecture with you. you were also given notes on logic. You had to go ahead and understand what is propositional logic, what is predicate logic, etc. Followed by that, you had an assignment on logic and the solutions. Then you had lecture 2, and post lecture 2, sir actually went ahead and he gave you some JNU past year questions in the recorded format that you had to go ahead and do. So you were asked to do the JNU past year questions also. And then on Sunday, that is today, you were given your first weekly test. It had 10 questions, and it was on logic, right? So look at the first question. It says, grandparent is a parent of one's parent. And first order predicate logic representation of above statement is this. For every G, C, grandparent, implies and is implied by, for every P parent. So you're getting, right? This is all coming from logic. So if you don't understand these terms well, then you will not be able to go ahead and solve these kind of questions. And as sir mentioned to you, because these have come a lot of times in the JNU paper, this can go ahead and it can come in your coming CUET exam also. So these topics are important, right? So you should know that this thing means conjunction, right? As I'm just showing you here, this thing means conjunction, right? And you should know that this symbol, it goes ahead and it changes as we go from, I'm not that good at the logic part in maths because it is taken by sir. I am your microeconomics teacher, but you should know that these things are very important from economics point of view, right? So you have to go ahead and understand all these logic symbols well, right? These are very, very important. And I think so sir has dedicated enough time with you to go ahead and understand what for all means, what equivalent means, what not means, what bar means, right? So this lecture, after this, you have this weekly assignment that you were supposed to go ahead and follow. And you were also given a complete explanation with what it means, right? So beta, this is from the side of sir. Of course, he would be the one who can comment more on it. But just to give you an idea, this is what you have gone ahead and you have covered in your first maths lecture, right? So this is what you have done as part of your first weekly tests. Now, again, tomorrow we will start with micro lectures. And tomorrow I will be doing a Marshallian and Hicksian demand for your substitute goods, for complementary goods, etc. Followed by which sir will be continuing. And I think so he would be starting with set theory, right? So 1 week has already passed by and you can see the good pace that we are picking up. And it is high time that you go ahead and you pick up the pace with us. And it is high time that you go ahead and you, start doing things along with us, right? Okay, beta, thank you.